from Bailey Cunningham. Now, Bailey's got a bit of time to catch up because he was hung up in that battle, as you know, early in. He's about 13 seconds off of Ege's time. Portion of the track you're looking at right there is the farm was able to get voted in for the UIM as our ambassador for diversity and inclusion. And we're really excited for him. And yeah, Raditech is moving in on Bailey. Let's take a look. Only 2 seconds. 2.12 seconds off of Bailey Cunningham's time. I've got to imagine two things are going through Bailey's head right now. Number one, he's sore. I mean, that was a lot of work getting around Adrian earlier. Number two, he's got to worry about the fuel. These guys were pouring through fuel through that system, trying to make these passes. That doesn't allow them the opportunity to manage these resources that they need to. So Bailey's got to be thinking, how do I manage this fuel through here? Anthony's creeping on him. Question I've got is, does Bailey know it? I would imagine Bailey's fully aware, but let's see. Anthony's a little sneakier. When you look at Kylie Elmers, her style is to let you know right away. She wants to play the psychology, but Anthony is a little different. Anthony likes to just sneak and not necessarily let you know he's there until he's truly ready to set up and make the pass. There's Kamadina. Kanina Ramadina. Sorry, girl. I mean to mess up your time there, or mess up your name. She's at 1:39.790. And Hillman's only a second 0.59 behind her. Hillman on boat number 8. So Kanina in a Battelle. She used to be a lawyer. I think right now she works for the Sports Authority. Let's see if she's able to hold off Hillman. Meanwhile, Bailey Cunningham did take a look back. He saw Anthony there. He's like, yeah, I know. I see you. Bailey Cunningham, your third place rider, with a 1:36.335. Anthony Raditech just a little off this last lap with a 1:38.794. But he is within strike distance. He's opened up the gap now 4.641 seconds, so he has dropped off just a little bit. But Bailey's got an opportunity to breathe, maybe. Not too much, though. You never want to give these guys an opportunity to sneak up on you, and Anthony Raditech is good at sneaking. There is the gentleman used to be a former helicopter pilot. What a lot of people do not know, and I will share a little bit about, I don't want to take away from his incredible prowess as an athlete, but I also do want to share that not only is he great on and off the water, but he is disabled. He's partially disabled. He's in a wheelchair quite a bit of the time. You would never know it. Especially watching him on the water. And just another amazing soul to get an opportunity to hang around. Anthony Raditech in 4th, riding for the U.S. He hails out of Alabama. And just a brilliant athlete. Pretty much makes friends wherever he goes, and he speaks all over the world as well. Right now, he's in a big battle, trying to catch up to Bailey Cunningham. Let's take a look at these new times. He has dropped a little bit more off that pace. Bailey Cunningham on lap 19 had a 1:37.430. Anthony Raditech had a 1:41.220. He's about 8 seconds off. So Anthony's pulled it back just a little bit. Again, with 32 minutes on, they've got 8 more minutes they got to get through. I think that was a smart play. Anthony's going to just lurk. If he gets an opportunity to make a pass or if he sees any fumbles from Bailey, he'll be there to capitalize, but I think he's running a smart, analytical race, and that's very typical of Anthony Raditech's style. He, too, rides very relaxed on that upper body. Jay Finlinson in 5th has a 7.57 second deficit behind Anthony Raditech. In fact, all of them are starting to get a little bit of gap in between them. Taking a look at Lino Araujo. 1:37.492 for lap number 20. We'll get Ege Ratak's time in just a moment. Ege Ratak, what a story from this guy. His first win ever was right here in 2024 at Balaguer on a regional race. and took the win on the Indonesian Endurance Championship in 2024. And this is his first step onto the big stage. His first step onto the big stage, and he's got an opportunity to take a world title here this weekend. And as you can imagine, his teammates and this entire country has pretty much been on the edge of their seat since yesterday when it started to really play out in the first couple of motos. Lino Araujo, what a Cinderella story for this guy. Currently leading. It's okay, yeah. Currently leading with the points. He's only 4 points away from Ege, so this is going to give him an opportunity to be within strike distance tomorrow for Lino if he holds on to this first place spot. Here's Ege Ratag on boat number 69. That boat, by the way, didn't really see it as much in this shot, but that boat, the wrap on that thing is gorgeous. Photosifon Sikran and the Thai mechanics that have been working with Ege Ratag, they literally finished building this boat. I just learned this, just finished this boat a week and a half ago. So he had barely any time to even ride that boat. Bailey Cunningham, cruising in this third place spot. That last lap was a 1:37.721, 3 seconds faster than Ege Ratag on that lap time. So Bailey, also a very quiet rider. Here is a pretty overhead shot of your race leader in this fourth moto, Lino Araujo. That little series of left-hand turns you're watching up at the top of the screen, that is their start as well. That's where the whole shot plays out on the start. They have to go around those, negotiate those top two buoys at the top of the arrow-shaped course. And this gentleman really does exemplify the level of cool that you need. He has had just about every scenario play out on this course the last couple of days, to include a not-so-spectacular start on moto number 3. He was about 6th, 7th when he started on that and had to push his way all the way up into second. And that was not an easy feat for him in that third moto. The one thing you can say about Lino and his mechanic and the team is they've played a very, very smart game. They haven't over-amped this boat at all. I mean, you can take it up more on horsepower, as they said when we talked to them. But one of the things that I think is the most brilliant about this strategy is that quote of, let us watch, we're just going to let the race come to us, versus chasing these points each and every time, taking these boats to the max as far as horsepower and tweaking them out. They really wanted to focus on reliability versus speed. And I think that was a smart call. I truly think that was a smart call. Each mechanic and rider and team is going to come into these races with a different mindset, but I think that one has played out the best thus far. Is this idea of, you know what, we're not going to have the fastest boat on the line this first couple of motos. We just want to see what happens. We want to see how the boat is reacting. The biggest thing, though, is the combinations that they have put together on this machine truly, to me, have been amazing on Lino's boat. You can see how easy Lino is handling the boat through the turns. It's staying hooked up. You can tell he's riding very smooth. The boat is not popping out of the water. This is actually a great opportunity to see what I'm talking about. See how big these waves are? And yet that boat is tracking very cleanly and very straight, minimizing his time out of the water. Well played for Lino Araujo. Gentleman had a 1:35.370 on lap number 23, and you got to be feeling it in your lower back right now. Shoulders, upper body, forearms, all of that is coming into play. We got another rider down in the upper left-hand part of the screen. I'll get you the update on that in a minute. 37.57. Woo. Oh, no. Boat number 19. Boat number 15 is out. Wow. That is a tough one. Oh, that's Razi Berutu Fakrul. Razi Berutu from Indonesia. Heartbreak for him. That is a tough one. So, unfortunately, I'm not sure what he's looking for. Maybe they pulled him over a speeding ticket. Did we see your license, please? I'm totally kidding. It's definitely, you've got to get a boat towed in. But you got to admit, that did look kind of cute. Where's your insurance? I don't know. Hold on. All right, back to the race leaders. Lino Araujo with a 1:35.370. And we are 38:42. Man, you know what, guys? We're less than 2 minutes away from completion on motor number 4, Bailey Cunningham. I don't know how you held on to that. That guy must have a monkey tail. He came into that turn so tight, almost flipped the boat back over the opposite direction. Well played, sir. I don't know how you held on. Showing rock star abilities. Bailey Cunningham, your third place rider with a 1:39.195 on lap number 23. So far, the only gentleman that's completed all the way up to 24 laps is Lino Araujo. And Lino has a 1:26.369 for his fastest lap. His last lap, that 24th lap, was a 1:37.486. 39:31, we've got 30 seconds left. Only 30 seconds to go for Lino Araujo. And the only other battle that looks pretty close is Anthony Ratatek and Bailey Cunningham. Anthony's only 2 seconds off of Bailey. So Anthony played a smart game. He dropped it all the way back to 9 seconds. And now as we're on to our final lap or so, Anthony kicked it into a next level. Let's see if he's able to get around Bailey Cunningham. Lino Araujo. Whew. What a story for this guy. He's going to lock in an extra 4 points. They get 25 points if they take the win on each moto. That 25 points is going to be enough to, and then Eges Ratag will get 22 coming in, so he'll gain 3 points back. That's going to put him within 1 point of Eges, and what a perfect setup to tomorrow's big stage for these guys. Lino Araujo from Portugal. What a well-done play as he takes the win in that 4th moto. Lovely, lovely finish for the gentleman out of Portugal. His entire team has got to be screaming. Well done. Lino Araujo takes the win, moto number 4. Yeah, the riders are going to be pulling it in. That is going to be Eges Ratag coming in the second place spot. And you're getting a quick shot there of all the pit section. And there comes Eges Ratag across the finish line in second place. So the Indonesian rider still not only with a great finish, but a perfect setup for tomorrow. Bailey Cunningham takes third. Ooh, did you see how close Anthony Ratatek was? That's less than a boat length. Anthony Ratatek will be 4th. Jay Finlinson, gentleman from Indiana, we're just waiting for him to come through. He is going to be your 5th place rider unless something cray-cray happens. And there he comes, the double nickel. Boom, baby. Jay Finlinson, 5th. Mikhail Wimley on the number 18 boat. There he comes right there. Mikhail Wimley will be your 2nd place rider, and Kylie Elmers will be 7th. Hilman Kurniawan will be 8th. Kanina Ramadina will be 9th. And Fikri Raja will round out your top 10. Whew. That made my back hurt watching these guys. Well, again, just a quick recap. As we talked about, Adrian Fernandez, who had 3rd for several laps, unfortunately, had to get the toe in. And the drama between Bailey Cunningham, Anthony Ratatek, and Fernandez was just absolutely spectacular. You've been watching all the race action here for the UIM ABP Endurance Grand Prix of Indonesia right here in Lake Toba. We're hanging out in Balagay in one of the coolest places on the planet. And here is your scoreboard. Lino Araujo will take the win. Moto number 4, Eges Ratag 2nd, Bailey Cunningham 3rd, Anthony Ratatek 4th, Jay Finlinson 5th, Makeo Wimley, 6th. Kylie Elmer, 7th. Hilman Kurniawan, 8th. Kanina Ramadina, 9th. And Fikri Rajab, rounding out your top 10. Just cutting back here for a final look at one of the truly prettiest places in the planet. And this is the cultural centerstone of the Batak. They're known throughout Indonesia, by the way, as good singers, and they are particularly well known for skilled metal craftsmen as well. And that is a history that we hope we get to preserve. They are reducing in numbers year after year, but a beautiful culture, and we are blessed to be a part of it this year. Well, you've been hanging out with us at the largest lake in Southeast Asia, one of the deepest lakes in the world, over 1,600 feet. And we've certainly had an amazing afternoon. Here's a shot of what happens after. So we bring all the boats in, and then what we're going to do is we take them away from them. Top 5, we're going to go to tech. And then after we get through tech inspection, we actually lock all of these boats up. It's called a parc fermé. Parc fermé means we put them in impound. You don't get to touch them until tomorrow morning. And then you literally have 90 minutes to fiddle with it before we put you back out on the water tomorrow. Please come and join us for our final 2 motos Friday. And then, but wait, I really would like to just suggest that you give us the whole calendar for this weekend, because we're going to go straight to closed course racing Saturday and Sunday, and frankly, you don't want to miss it. There's a pretty shot of home base here in Balagay, Indonesia. I'm Dawn Dawson, and you've been watching the Grand Prix of Indonesia at Lake Toba, brought to you by the UIM ABP. This is aquabike racing at its best. All right, you guys, I want to thank you so much for joining us. I'm Dawn Dawson. We'll see you right here in Balagay, Indonesia. Mañana. Salamat.